that situation happened on the boat. And that same year, Cassie met Diddy.
Yeah.
And she was 19. He was 37. She had just independently dropped the song Me and You with Ryan Leslie. And the song was, I believe it first kind of picked up in Germany and then started to get a little bit of buzz. And by that next year, 2006, Cassie ends up signing a 10-album deal with Bad Boy.
Right.
10 albums. When you kind of say it out loud, it's kind of crazy.
That's phenomenal. That's crazy.
Yeah. So Cassie signs a 10-album deal with Bad Boy. She releases her debut album. Me and You was the hit song on there. It debuted number 4 on Billboard.
Right.
And that was, although Cassie had some other songs here and there, that was her big hit song. At this time, Diddy and Cassie weren't dating yet.
Right.
But Cassie was an artist on his label along with a bunch of other artists. So then that next year in 2007, Kim Porter was pregnant with Diddy's twin daughters. And then Diddy had a daughter with Sarah Chapman.
Yes.
Who was actually 2Pac's ex.
Right.
The Tupac and Diddy connection is really runs so deep, it's a little crazy. Mm-hmm. And I guess once Kim found out about the other kid, she broke up with Diddy officially.
Yeah, Kim was upset because Sarah Chapman was also one of her best friends.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Sarah Chapman was also one of her best friends also. So she was really upset about that. And she said that she drew the line. So Sarah Chapman, child, because I actually guarded the twins when they were in the hospital in Mount Sinai when Kim had the baby. Oh. My duty was to sit there to make sure the nurses didn't take pictures and different things like that. And Sarah, they might be so close as maybe a month and a half as far as birthdays is concerned.
Okay.
And she got pregnant right after Sarah Chapman.
Okay, and she flipped out when she found out that Diddy had another baby on the way.
She flipped completely out. Like, the kids wasn't even allowed to see each other.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until years later, I'm going to say maybe like 4 years later, where she allowed the child to come over with the other kids and stuff. Because at first she wasn't having it.
Were you around Sarah Chapman at all?
Yes, I know Sarah.
Okay.
I wasn't around her. I didn't really get around Sarah until she had the baby.
Okay.
And once she had the baby, they went to arbitration court. Me and Puff flew out there, and he went into a tantrum. And Sarah is a very quiet, timid, around the way girl. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't after Puff for the money or anything like that. And that was what really seemed that he liked. And he told me one day, he said, Sarah, it's okay because I give her like $5,000 a month and she happy. So it wasn't about what he felt she deserved. It was about like, I could just lowball her and she's okay with it.
Was there any drama between him and Sarah?
Just the only time that I seen the drama was when they had the arbitration.
Okay. So, Diddy has like 3 kids in the same year from 2 different women. Mm-hmm. And right around that time, according to Cassie and her lawsuit, that's when Diddy started to really press up on Cassie.
Right. He started pressing up on her. Her first visit to the house, we was all in Miami. She came with Ryan Leslie. Mm-hmm. So when she came with Ryan Leslie, this was all business. And it was when she was there for 2 weeks with Ryan Leslie that Diddy started looking at her like, oh, wow. So I knew right from there that it was going to be a problem because he told Slam, Slam was his producer, who brought Cassie into play. Yo, you got to meet this girl. She's such and such and such. She's Ryan, da-da-da. So when he came, he said, okay, next time, have Cassie come by herself. So when I seen Cassie 2 weeks later by herself, I said, oh God, why did he allow this to happen? Like, I would never allow my girl to come out the Diddy house by herself. And that was all she wrote.
Right, because in the lawsuit, it said, that year, Diddy picked up Cassie from her apartment in Manhattan in a blue luxury vehicle. Cassie was surprised when she got into the car because Diddy was already high. He handed her a pill and told her to take it. When Cassie asked what the pill was, he dismissed her and said that she would like it. She later learned that it was ecstasy, something she had never tried before. And that was the first time that Cassie claims that Diddy got her high.
Okay.
And you said that everyone took ecstasy in that crew.
Right.
That was a regular occurrence.
Right.
Okay.